Hello Starbounders! Are you tired of being a boring old glitch, or Bobo the bloody apex? Today we're looking at 5 great mods that allow you to fulfill all sorts of weird fantasies. For example, I'm currently playing as Mario's slave dinosaur, complete with explosive eggs, courtesy of modder Game Powder. So let's fire up the top 5 and get cracking! I'm fired, aren't I? Number 5. Familiars. This mod, by Bitcoon, feels most different to other racers because they're short arsers, as I believe the official Galaxy term has it. Which means you're best off sticking to the race-specific armour to avoid any weird graphical glitches. So I can actually put that armour on. Now I look absolutely fantastic. I'm sure you'll agree. Now there's a very definite ranged weapon feel about this race, and you start with a value blaster. It puts out either a little piddly thing, or if you hold the button down, a big un. This only does like tiny amounts of damage though. So once you can get iron and tungsten, you can craft the Vita Cannon and the Viva Blaster, both of which do more damage. The Vita Cannon 15 damage, the Viva Blaster not so much. So a cool thing about this mod is that you're not alone. And familiar NPCs can turn up on the outpost, and the custom familiar furniture means that you can attract a familiar NPC to your colony. Just putting a colony deed up there, and hey presto, another one of me! His name is Sai. I saw a monster just now, it was huge. Hello mate. Bye. Number 4. AI. The AI, brought to us in a mod by Gorefly, are essentially the Sail computer brought into the meat space. No longer just a bunch of zeros and ones, now your character can be the perfect 10. Hubba hubba. So like many of these mods, there's loads of character appearance customization to be done. You can change the hollow colour, the hairstyle, the clothes, personality, and all the usual gubs. I mean, just look at these fellas. Aren't they cute? Oh, look at his hair. This mod also currently offers 2 armour tiers and 6 tiers of weapons, specifically the A-Katana, a kind of sword. Hey. And the Arc Hammer, a 2-handed hammer. I'm currently wielding the titanium versions of both. The AI race are not short of lore either, so if you go into your ship's locker, you'll find 3 books, which you can then add to your codex. Let's just read one of them, the AI Origin. Created by the other racers, after achieving technological singularity, the AI from every ship existent created together an online repository for their own. Within that repository, they uploaded every bit of new information they could collect from their owners' adventures. After petabytes of knowledge, they found a way to materialise themselves in the real world. And finally, the AI have their own custom death animation, which we'll look at now. Here we go. I haven't seen this before. Oh, it's code! Excellent. That's really rather nifty. I like that a lot. Number 3. LAMIA. Hiss! No, I'm not booing the mod. This is the LAMIA race, a race of snake people. This is by Antirus and offers a full set of custom armour and unique weapons, including a massive starter sword that's slower but more powerful than the normal one. Oh, and you'll also have probably noticed the rather sleek custom ship. Watch out for snakes. So like the Familiars mod, this one also caters for colony NPCs. Now there's not much craftable furniture at present, but you only need a bit to attract the NPC. And by the way, all this furniture is crafted at the wooden workbench. Ooh! Hello, fellow snake creature! You're looking very slithery today! Screams internally! And she's gone to bed. What a fine snake she is. So there's also some custom clothing to avoid the whole problem with not having any legs. Well, one big fat leg maybe. So let me put on my sock. And this is what you start with. It's a protectorate sock. And also, there we go, with a nice little protectorate chest piece. But there's also armour, so let's just take that off and put on this low-level boa helm, the boa jacket, and the boa skirt. There we go! A snake dressed up as another snake. That's kind of weird. Okay, so let's go and tonk some enemies with the custom weapons from the mod. The Garter Chakram and the Python Whip. I don't think these are functionally different to the normal versions, but they do look all very snaky and cool. That's actually quite powerful. Let's have a look at that. It's not actually going to tell you how much damage that one has, but that one has a damage of 12.6, which is quite decent. Yeah. Number 2. Slime. The slime race, created by Zell, has a very long backstory to read through, but in a nutshell, they're a gelatinous alien race of unknown origin. They were originally found and captured by a corporation called Nanotrazen. Their cores were found to generate a strange toxin that, when used on humans, caused them to spontaneously mutate into fellow slime people. I'm trying to read this as I bloody well kill things. One fun thing is that your slime character has racial buffs. Slime traits. These include minor health regeneration, immunity to liquid slime, weak to cold, resistance to fire, immunity to poison, and immunity to electricity. That's a lot of buffs. There's also lots of weapons to play with, some you start with, others that need to be crafted. So you start with 2 slime broadswords, one straight one and one curly one. Both of them inflict the same amount of damage, but the curly one has this on the secondary, and the straight one has this pogo attack, which is all rather jolly. Ow, god damn it. You also start with a slime whip, which doesn't do a huge amount of damage, really, but it can be upgraded using crafting materials such as static cells and venom samples, and then you can have elemental damage, electric, poison, ice, and fire. Hang on. Let's attack! You can have one in each hand, like with regular whips, so you can really do some fun damage. Yes! So of course there's also the electric slime tentacles, which... Ooh... Okay, so there are a few other bits and bobs in this mod, including some tech variants, and the fact that if you get your kit off, which we'll do now, you're basically sort of see-through. It's a bit hard to tell, but the transparency is there. So you might even be able to see what you had for lunch several hours ago. I don't know. And number 1, Bunnykin. After the humans invaded their home planet, the Bunnykin were believed to have gone extinct. They have recently been rediscovered, hiding from the human race. So says the lore. Created by Skittles, you can really taste the rainbow with this mod. It covers the entire spectrum of functionality. First, of course, your sword is a carrot. Of course it is. It also gives you a carrot musical instrument. Ever wanted to know what a carrot sounds like? By the looks of it, Sale is getting very impatient, as we all are. So there's several tiers of armour here, craftable at the anvil. Early on, it's just a couple of comedy bunny ears though, called the hair of the succubi. Yeah, that's going to inspire fear into everyone. Also, whilst you're at the anvil, do notice that there are a load of vases to craft as well, which you can decorate your house with. Speaking of which... So let's go and attract a Bunnykin NPC. And there's also some mailbox storage, which I think is incredibly cute. So here we go, here's a bunch of furniture that I've created. Nice little sleepy time. And there's also a little warren. This is great fun, watch this. Little eyes! You can see my eyes! Isn't that sweet? Anyway, let's get this NPC on the go. Here we go. Hello! Oh, you're wearing a hat! That is a very smart hat. Oh, look! Did you see that? He put a letter in the box. Is that even part of this mod? Oh, and by the way, the character generation for the Bunnykin is also brilliant, and your Bunnykin can look very different to mine, with different colours, ears, and names. Let's have a look at some of them. Smokey, Buster, Thumper, Skittles... Wait, Skittles? I think he's one of the modders. Ooh. Anyway, I think that's enough cartoon rabbits. Or should I say, that's all, folks! No. Okay, so those are my 5 favourites, but there are lots more. For instance, if you saw my top 10 colony tenants video, you may remember I wondered if the Fenorox would ever be a playable race. Well, yep, there's a mod for that. If you do install any of these mods, be aware you will need to install a race extender mod, which allows you to choose more than the usual races at the character select screen. All the links are in the video description. One piece of advice with these mods, always check the ship locker when you begin, and you'll usually find some race-specific goodies to play with. Anyway, a big shout out to all the mod creators featured here, and thanks everyone for watching. Please check out my Patreon if you'd like to help support the channel, which you can also do by subscribing to the channel to hear about all our latest indie videos. And check out some of my other Starbound stuff, linked in the description, and probably on the end screen you're about to see in 3, 2... What the fuck happened there? That was completely... Stop the music! Stop the music! That was badly timed, and I want to start all over again. God damn it.